100 feet across, and the rim is over 3 miles in circumference. The crater was first reported in 1871 and was thought to be just another extinct volcano. In 1890, nickel iron meteorites were found on the surrounding plain. Eventually, these led to the suggestion that the crater was formed by a giant meteorite. In 1891, a leading geologist, G.K. Gilbert, dismissed that possibility after a brief survey. In 1903, Daniel Moreau Barringer, a Philadelphia mining engineer, became convinced that the crater was created by the impact of a large metallic object, and assumed that the mass of the meteorite was still buried. He acquired the land and formed the company to explore it. For a period of 25 years, his work and scientific research were carried on with great perseverance and much bitter disappointment. With the crater being roughly round, it was natural to assume that the body which created it lay beneath its center. Consequently, the first shaft was started where the low, white mounds of pulverized Coconino sandstone can still be clearly seen. Later, Dr. Barringer discovered that a rifle bullet fired into thick mud, even at a flat angle, would always create a round hole. Looking at the far slope of the crater, its southeastern side, you will see, as Dr. Barringer did, that the rock strata arches up more than 100 feet above the levels elsewhere on the walls of the crater. This observation, coupled with the fact that most of the loose pieces of meteoritic material had been found northwest of the crater, led Dr. Barringer to conclude that the mass had come in at an angle from the north and had buried itself beneath the southeastern rim of the crater. Looking again at the southeast rim, you will see a notch with a streak of red earth running from it. Drilling was started at that notch, and at a depth of 1,000 feet, increasing numbers of meteoritic fragments were brought up by the drill. At times, for hours without progress, the drill would gouge into something harder than itself. Then, at 1,376 feet, the drill jammed completely, apparently wedged in meteoritic debris. The drill cable broke, funds were exhausted, and the exploration had to be abandoned in 1929. By this time, however, most scientists had accepted Dr. Barringer's theory of the impact origin of the crater. Although he died that year, he had lived to see his theory accepted. Today in scientific circles, the crater is called the Barringer Crater in recognition of his work. His family still owns the property, and in 1968, it was designated a natural landmark by the Department of the Interior.